Is this like a punishment for Iceman?
What's our girl
And us. It's our punishment as well.
Iceman's punishment would have been to be fired, banned.
I feel like we need to unban Butterface in this moment and have her like have a voice for this situation.
Bring her up,
Yes.
Keem. Shit.
Yeah. Let me go
Butterface,
to.
if you're still watching, we're gonna try and get you unbanned, get in the Discord, and we're gonna pull you up in here.
Look, I think you're great. I don't know why people just pay attention to your breasts. I think you have a beautiful face, and I was just really attracted to you, and like I let my do the thinking. Butterface, please. I didn't mean anything bad with you, and to be fair, like there was a discussion that, you were just afraid that I would share your nudes about it.
If I was Iceman boss, I fire him right in the spot, not using this for content.
He's not
Here's your
using content.
punishment.
He's trying to help me.
You need to gather enough letters from every single one of your victims to approve you to be employed here. Every female that you have pursued sexually has to write a letter saying, I approve Iceman to work here.
How the hell is Keem gonna
shit.
fire Nightmare for petty reasons every single week but not fire Iceman for harassing women in DMS in the community he runs?
Harassing.
Listen.
So it's a
listen.
mutual conversation. That's harassment.
Okay, listen, dude, Esquire, right? And anyone else that's also wondering the same thing. I'm slowing it down because it's interesting. This guy's a in the head. I could ban him and kick him right now, but this whole saga of him trying to get approval emails from all these women would end. Like that would not happen. I want to see him try to do this. Are you going to forgive Iceman as long as he doesn't continue the behavior?
Do I have to like decide that right now, Keem?
Yes, because I'm going to make all these women come up here.
Do you feel some type of way, honestly, Amber, that he was using your name as like why women are reaching out to him?
No, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know why people are making this like way bigger than it needs to be. That is what I feel like is happening. Like, people are making a guy in his 20s who are just flirting. He's looking for a relationship. He's testing out the waters. You never know what you're gonna find. Like, people are taking that and like turning it into, oh, he's a creep. Like, I honestly don't understand it. Maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe I'm being gaslit. Maybe I'm the crazy one. I don't fucking know. But I don't think anything's wrong. If I was single, shit, I'd be like, what's up, hey, the girls? Like, does that make me a creep? Like, I don't fucking know.
Was it? Ah! Who did that?
Slackers.
What happened?
That is not okay.
Why?
Evenly matched.
I do
What
not
did I do
condone
this
it.
time? We don't condone. We don't condone.
I'm the one who drew it.
Cancel Gemini. Cancel.
Gemini.
You're the one who said it. I just made a picture based off of your words.
Least favorite, super easy, Charlie Gold. And if I have to explain why, then I just ain't got the time. I ain't got the time.
Yo, chow, this P. I'm uptown right now. I'm on my way to the west, make put a twist on this thing, you heard? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Now I don't mean to sound rude, baby, I hurt or nothing. I want an independent woman if she's working with something. I want a slim fine woman with some twerk with her. See, got a lot, but I can work with her. Want a big fine woman with some power. down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, up and down, touch your toe, up and down, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, touch your toe, bounce your booty, up and down, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, runs, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, runs, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, runs, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, runs, your booty out. You got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You got a lot, but I can work with her, now 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 work with her. You got a lot, but I can work with her, now 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 work with her. Walk with it, now work, 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 walk with it, now work. Your booty out, now work, walk with it, 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 now work, walk with it.
Hello, guys. Thank you to everyone watching in real time. Thank you to anyone watching during playbacks. I appreciate you. To all my channel members and patrons, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to my mods who are always here holding me down, I appreciate you. Today's going to be one of them streams. And I will not judge anyone who decides to tap out. So I want to start off by saying something I don't say often on my platform, but this is a trigger warning. We will be discussing K. Diddy, that deserves a trigger warning, and sexual harassment. The LCU is disgusting. A lot of the people in the LCU are disgusting, but no one is more disgusting than the man who owns the LCU, Keemstar. Choosing to work for someone like Keemstar, knowing his history, knowing his present behavior, is a choice. What else is a choice? Is choosing to live stream with someone within the LCU that was exposed for sexually harassing viewers 2 days prior. The other day, as I do, sometimes I check DMs, I noticed that I got a DM by a viewer that said, hey, just so you know, Amberlynn is on Lolcow Hero playing games, and she's actually up there with Iceman. She's up there with who? Iceman, the one that was just exposed for the disgusting shit he was doing. So, of course, I have to check it out for myself. And I'm like, clearly, just giving the smallest benefit of the doubt, like, all right, she about to dip. Amberlynn stayed on that stream the whole time. And at one point, Amberlynn actually asked where Iceman was because he had got up to like walk away or something. And I was just like, oh, this is a choice. And for anyone who caught my last stream, I did give like a summary of what happened during that lolcowlive stream, but now we're going to discuss it a bit more, especially since Amberlynn of all people, Amberlynn, who has complained about so many different creators, sat up there having a grand old time with a disgusting piece of shit like Iceman. Granted, most of them are disgusting pieces of shit, but also within that stream, one of the creators decided to draw an illustration and call it Blackie Lynn. What was that illustration? It's bad enough you call it Blackie Lynn. The illustration was blackface. This is the illustration here. And I did go on to tweet about it. And that creator actually left a comment and pretty much was confused on what they did that was racist. And I had to quote tweet them. Didn't even really drag them. Simple. Blackface is racist. They were still confused for some reason. Go educate yourself, bitch. Go educate yourself. I was just like, wow, we have more racism in the LCU. And Snow Bear, for anyone who can, please link Snow Bear, any of my mods, if you don't mind, link Snow Bear in the comments, I mean, in the chat, because Snow Bear tagged me right before I posted this live stream to let me know that they caught something. Mind you, I didn't know Snow Bear knew me. I don't know them, but I was just like, oh, Loki, I've actually been watching your content, so hey. But Snow Bear tagged me on Twitter to let me know and let me be aware of a clip that happened on Lolcow Rewind last night. And I was just like, y'all busy. Y'all busy. Y'all busy over there in the LCU. And this is why I will continue to say I appreciate the viewers who reach out, the creators who have been reaching out, because the LCU is a lot to watch. The LCU is a lot to keep up with. And there's no way I'm going to keep up with a lot of it. And one of the main reasons I'm choosing to keep up with this because Amberlynn is choosing, not only did she choose to work there, she's choosing to stay, and it's her choice. But none of it will age well when if she returns to her platform. None of it. And I will have every single clip that I've been able to collect available. And we're going to have a grand old time dog walking this bitch. But I just want to get to some of the support and then we'll get started. This may be a lengthy-ish stream, but we'll see. We'll see. Prison Becky, I just want to thank you so much for the gifted memberships. To the new members, please, please, please enjoy. Rapping Skills, thank you so much for 9 months, boo. Much love from Quebec sister. Thank you so much, Mitch, your show. And I did see your comment about how hard it is to watch some of this shit. And again, no judgment to anyone who got a tap out, especially when we get into some of the things that were said by these adults. I'm going to just leave it there. So I want to repeat, if at any point, if you just came here to say, hey, girl, I appreciate you, but I'm going to just skip out, I get it. I get it. But I'm going to make sure this is highlighted. And I don't understand how they have such a following, how they have a platform, but I'm also not YouTube. And speaking of platforms, for those who don't know, Salty Crab did post on Twitter updating everyone that her appeal was denied. I don't believe it should stop there. And I'll keep you guys posted. Just please, if you can, if you're in the Discord, keep your notifications on. If you follow me on Twitter, keep your notifications on. If you don't mind, I just feel like we can try at least one more thing for Salty Crab. So this is something I'm choosing to do. Salty Crab ain't asked me to do nothing, but it's just like, oh, baby, hold on. Let's make a little noise. Because one thing I know about this community, we can make some noise. So just keep your notifications on tomorrow, please. Rancid, your question, right? Why is he encouraging him to contact his victims? Because Keemstar sees this all as an opportunity for content. For those who have been catching some of my recent streams, I have been referring back to something that happened with Becky Boop. I want to say it was about a year or so ago, where I actually saw this play out. I just didn't tweet or anything about it. I wasn't covering the LCU. I just was keeping tabs on some of their content due to Chantel making a fool of herself there. Keemstar found a way to capitalize and make content out of her essay. And when I saw all that play out, I'm like, wow, very disgusting. So to see how he handled this sexual harassment, it wasn't surprising. It's a repeat. So the fact that I've been talking about what happened with Becky Boop a while ago, and for him to do this is a clear example of what I was referring to. So we're going to lay it out. And just remember, y'all, I'm never going to tell you, oh, who the fuck what, who don't like. There's been people in the LCU that I'm like, why are you here? You seem cool as fuck. But the longer I watch, and I'm watching a lot more closely and I'm paying attention to multiple shows, most of these people are pieces of shit in one way or another. They choose to work in a company where a lot is condoned. This man, Iceman, who has been exposed to sexually harassing multiple viewers, is still on their platform. he's been moved to a different show, but he's still on their platform. And last update I was able to have just a couple of days ago, he's still in the Discord, the same Discord that he was reaching out to viewers to sexually harass them. That's the LCU. John Francis, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you. Let me get it pulled up. I believe you are Gold Cluster, so you have access to the Discord. Thank you. I mean, Supreme. So you have access to the Discord. Thank you so much. Sounds like a you problem. Thank you, Boo. Thank you for the super chat. Remember to like the stream. 1 like equals 1 more that as predators get the wood chipper. Please. It's about damn time. I'm tired of this shit. It's so weird. Kuro, I hope I said it right. Kuro Garcia, welcome to the Gold Cluster. I appreciate you. Shirley, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. I appreciate you. To all the new members, please enjoy. And again, even with a gifted membership, you have access to the Discord. So please get in there. I appreciate y'all so much. Let me see. Echoes Sean D, thank you so much. Hi, beautiful. Do you know the story about Etika and Keemstar? That's something you need to educate people on. I vaguely, I know some of the basics, but I don't want to speak on it only because I don't know a lot of the facts, and I'd rather come very, very prepared if I was to speak on something like that. But I know some of the basic things that happened with that. And I know that's one of the biggest criticisms that Keemstar receives, rightfully so. And thank you so much for the support. I just like to present receipts and be confident in what I'm saying when I talk about especially serious topics, something as serious as that. But thank you so much. But I'm sure a lot of people in the chat know exactly what you're referring to. Nikipedia, thank you so much. Boo. Girl, I have not seen you in a while. Hey, Boo, and thank you for 7 months. Bedtime listening, please don't be as loud as you're tall. Speaking of tall, today, actually, I'm not going to do it today. I'm not even going to do it today because I'm about to get upset. But just know I am tall today. Even though it's going to be very frustrating watching this. And I thank you so much. And I'm really happy to see you in chat, Boo. Bunnies make me happy. Thank you so much for 2 months. Keep up the great content. Our 6'5" queen, I appreciate you. I sent you a DM on X about Discord issues getting in. I got you. I'll reach out to you after the stream. If I ever miss those guys, just please come tag me or leave me a comment. Honestly, I've had people leave me comments. I'll get to the remaining support. Actually, let me just get a few more. Just Jamie, thank you so much. Amber will not get monetized. Sorry. Amber will not get monetization back if she simply uploads the same content she was doing previously. If what Garlic says is true, what happens when she reapplies and gets denied? Stuck at LCU forever. Here's the crazy thing too, right? I'm not sure how the reapplication process works, but funny enough, earlier today, because you guys, for those who don't know, and thank you again, Just Jamie, I appreciate you. For those who don't know, Amber went live on her channel last night. Threw a little tantrum, all that stuff. We'll cover most of that on a different day. But she went live immediately after Bus. Earlier today, Tina from Local Queens actually said she's not allowed to do that when she is a creator within the LCU. According to Tina, she's not allowed to go live on her channel. Other creators are not allowed to do that. So the fact that she did that can be an issue. Not everything Tina says has been true, because I've heard her say things that are false in the past, but I'm interested to know if that's the case. Now, when Amber was live, even though it was short, one thing that I caught when she was live streaming is that she said she can't discuss the LCU on her main platform, but Tina's saying she can't go live at all. So we'll see. Scram, thank you so much for 9 months. Keemstar is YouTube's unemployment office manager. Scram, I got one better for you. And thank you for 9 months. When a viewer wrote that the LCU was a halfway house with no resources and no budget, that perfectly explains the LCU. It perfectly explains it. But I agree with this as well. Y'all, I'm going to get to more of the support in a second. It's just, I know if I keep going, I'll get started later than I would like, but I appreciate all the support and I will get to y'all in a moment. let's get started on this because again, it's a lot to get through. I feel like oh, was that you, Beanie? Beanie, shout out to you. Literally one of the most accurate descriptions of the LCU. When I tell you my jaw dropped when I read it, I should, if I could pin something multiple times, I would have pinned your comment multiple times. Period. But we're gonna get started real quick, and I'll get to more of the support. And I appreciate y'all because this is about to be a fucking mess.
Magical Amberlynn Reid and the Iceman. I don't know what the fuck this show is gonna be.
Just in case you missed it, I want to make sure to point out this happened 2 days ago on the 15th. That date is important because when we play up their clips, you'll notice those clips are from 2 days prior.
Oh Lord.
Is this like a punishment for Iceman?
What's our girl eating?
And us. It's our punishment as well.
It's our punishment. What do you mean? Iceman's punishment would have been to be fired, banned.
Iceman's
punishment should have been to be fired or banned. For those who are not caught up or, aware of what's been going on, this is how Iceman was confronted with the allegations right here on stream.
Listen, you're a good guy, right?
Yes, sir.
Then why is the racist known as Butterface DMing me saying you tried to exploit her for nudes?
Oh.
No, look, I was trying to get her home for an A-date because, I was trying to, get her back into the community. I don't think she's a racist, dude.
A little bit of background. Butterface is the intern who recently got booted from the LCU. She got drunk and started saying a whole bunch of slurs like, nigger, things like that. She's a white woman, which we'll see. So she got booted. Keemstar was like, "Oop, nope, you gotta go." It's interesting how Keemstar picks and chooses when to boot someone from the LCU due to racism. Because racism is a common theme in the LCU. Just giving you a bit of background of who Butterface is. Butterface reached out to Iceman here because they had been chatting it up pretty cool during her time as an intern. So she reached out to him to see if there was any way that he can help open a door for her to possibly get back into the LCU, get a second chance. Iceman went on to essentially ask for nudes. He's willing to help her. Just start a Snapchat. Maybe we can exchange some things, but we'll get into that. Just to give you a bit more context, because it is a lot to follow. And I trimmed a lot down. And there's a lot I actually didn't include just because it was too far.
I assure you, she called herself one.
I'm going to read this word for word. He was trying to exploit me for nudes. I offered to be his friend. I don't know why, but I was going to ask him to help me convince ya to give me another shot in the LCU.
I want to highlight this. Thank you, Roxy, and welcome. For those who don't know, Roxy's actually a former host, I believe, in the LCU. And let me read this comment. Iceman has been a creep since he stepped foot into the LCU Discord, but the hosts were demanded to shut the fuck up and not talk about it. Which, within these edits, that's what I was picking up. This man has been a problem from the beginning, but it kept being overlooked because he is one of the people in the LCU who's willing to completely humiliate himself for anything. And one thing that Keemstar loves is a show monkey that is desperate as fuck. And just a bit of a background on Iceman, he's a recovering addict who was having a lot of issues, financial issues, even as of recently, and we'll go over that. So he is the prime person for someone like Keemstar.
He said if I downloaded Snap and sent nudes, he would help me.
Look, here's what it is, right? Yeah, I know it looks bad optically, but I knew she would talk to you anyway. So I don't know. I'm just being an idiot.
Okay, I don't care. Punish him. Make him do something horrible. You are a past weirdo, dude. You are.
Wait, so Keemstar, the owner of the LCU, just got confirmation that this man was being inappropriate and sexually harassing a former intern. The intern went to Keemstar, and his first response is to give him a punishment. Keemstar is aware this is not the first time. He knows this. He's going to play it up as if he's just finding out there's more than one victim later on in the stream. But Keemstar's aware of this. And his first response is to give him a punishment. Why wouldn't it be to fire him? Keemstar does this thing a lot where he'll say, you know, men are supposed to be men. You're supposed to lead. You're supposed to take charge. You're supposed to know what to do in tough situations. You're not supposed to be a bitch. What I'm hearing right now from Keemstar is a bitch. A short, unfortunate looking bitch. Because a real boss would have said right then and there, oh, you're fired. You're booted from the Discord. Back to the scheduled program. But that's not what Keemstar did, the bitch that he is. He heard potential content. Let's continue.
Fucked in the head. Don't ever do that to anyone
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
ever again. You are fucked, and you should just be banned. Actually, that's like that is so bad.
Please,
That is
dude, I'm so
absolutely
sorry.
fucking bad. I need time to think on this. He might just be fired. Like, that is horribly bad. This woman was racist. She said a lot of fuck shit. She got banned from this community. And you dangle a little carrot. Oh, I don't know. If you add me on Snap, show me those titties, I'll put a good word in. Do you know how fucked that is? Are we calculating how fucked this is?
So you go to jackbox.tv and you enter in code BIHC.
So now we're back to the stream from the 15th. That happened on the 13th. Who's sitting up there with Amberlynn? Iceman. Iceman is sitting up there with Amberlynn. And Amberlynn is aware.
BIHC. And then you pick
Am I
your
supposed
little
to do
character
that
and everything.
situation?
Yeah, you gotta do that situations. Got room for one more. Do you want to play with the amazing Amberlynn
Yes, he's
Reid?
seriously on
Better
this
hop up
show.
on there.
For anyone who's not looking at the stream, that comment by Dina is asking, he's seriously on the show? They're referring to Iceman. Now, because Amberlynn can't listen for shit and she thinks everything is about her, she actually thinks Dina said, is she seriously on the show? But in fact, this viewer is asking, like, is he really here on the show? Because the allegations and everything came out just 2 days prior. Why is he still in the LCU?
Hold on, I'm about to go tell people to shut up.
I'm on the show forever. Can you imagine?
Dina wasn't talking about Amber. She was talking about Iceman.
Yep.
There you go. Now you can play with the HBIC. Amberlynn.
okay.
What?
Oh.
Okay.
BIHC? What?
HBIC. Head bitch in charge.
Bitch and head charge. Basically, Iceman's gonna have a hell week. That's all I'm saying.
Now, let me explain the Hell Week from my understanding. Again, I'm still very new to understanding a lot about the LCU, but pretty much this is a thumbnail from yesterday. So apparently he'll just be doing a whole bunch of embarrassing things for the next week or so. And that's probably to draw in viewers because Lolcow Heroes is one of the newer platforms in the Lolcow community, and they're not monetized. Like today, when I clicked in just to see what they was doing, Iceman was doing like squats and stuff like that, like things to, I guess, I don't know, give them content, embarrass him, stuff like that. But yeah, this predator is now given what, fourth, fifth chance, and he just has to go through a hell week. You know, they talk down to him, they tell him to do embarrassing stuff, and he's just to fall in line. And he remains in the LCU.
Also, I thought we'd have way more viewers. We have a star here. I guess I'm the star of this show.
All right, I'm leaving.
Ah! She's fired.
I want to make sure I answer this loud and clear. Luna, he is technically not employed, but he still is within the LCU. So I feel like that's a way that Keemstar thinks he can work around the allegations and everything that was exposed. It's like, oh, well, you're fired, but he's still within the LCU. And again, last I checked, he's still in the Discord, unless something changed in the last 24 hours. But we'll get to that. Still part of the LCU, though, and still has access to viewers.
Where the fuck is Iceman? What a loser.
He should be punished.
Why is Amberlynn looking for Iceman? It's bad enough he's on this stream with her. He gets up, walks away. I think at this point he was like making noodles or some shit. I would be happy that he was gone. I would actually be confused on why he's on the stream with me. The same way she's quick to text, email, DM Keemstar when somebody's bringing up Emily the feeder, I would have quickly hit up Keemstar like, you didn't tell me I was gonna be on this stream with a predator. This ain't gonna work. This is not gonna work. We've seen Amberlynn threaten to quit, turn her camera off, get off the stream to protect her predator girlfriend. But now she's sitting next to a fucking predator. And it's business as usual. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to get to some more of the support real quick because I know I'm behind. And then we'll continue. Tony Tone, thank you so much for the support. Hey sis, I drove through TPA yesterday. I yelled Charlie Gold, hey sis, from the highway. Did you hear it? You know what? Maybe I did hear a little something. I appreciate you, boo. Appreciate your appreciate my beautiful sister. I appreciate you so much. I thank you, boo. Baby girl, thank you. I'm a new reaction channel. I look up to you so much. Snow Bear is a great new channel as well. Much love to you and everyone. I'm still new to Snow Bear, but baby, I've been tapped in. There's actually a few people. Actually, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I know I take a long time and I speak probably too much, but there's certain things like if I don't figure out what I'm saying, then I'm gonna forget it. No, Snow Bear is on the list. Okay, so I had a list of creators that I wanted to organize, and Snow Bear is actually the one on there. Okay, so it was Snow Bear the whole time. Shout out to you, Snow Bear. Allison, thank you so much for the support. Got my tubes removed a few hours ago because I don't ever want to risk an unwanted pregnancy. Now recovering in bed with you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, boo. And I'm wishing you a speedy recovery. Y'all in chat, please send Allison some love. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you again, Allison, for real. I appreciate you, boo. It's Nid. Thank you. Love the blue eyeshadow. You look so good. Love the stream/videos. This community makes the girls bearable. Baby, that's the best I could do. It's really the only thing I could do. And I'm grateful for anyone who stays tapped in, especially during this whole LCU era. But thank you. And speaking of blue, real quick, because I saved it. Ghost Flowers, I caught your comment at the beginning of the stream. I like to actually catch your predictions. I'm predicting blue tonight. Blue in some way. Head wrap, lipstick, eyes, shirt, and you were spot on. And speaking of, actually, real quick, I'm using the Nomad palette. This one here. And I will show you. I'm using Shotsky. This is the palette here. I'm using Shotsky. I was going to go in with my inner corner here, but I just ended up just doing Shotsky. But I mostly use Shotsky on my eyes. And for anyone who's been around for a while, love this palette, love this brand. Nomad. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me continue. Hold on. Baby girl, thank you. The LCU is gross. I watched the lore of your story on YouTube and I looked up to you. Like I said, sorry, I'm starstruck. Oh, there's nothing to be starstruck about. I'm just a chick on the internet who's very opinionated and found a lot of people that fuck with me. But no need to be starstruck. And good luck to you with your channel too. Stay consistent, even if it's once a week. Because everybody, got jobs, responsibilities. Even if it's once a week, just try to stay consistent and don't focus on comparing your content to other people. As time goes on, you'll learn like your style and you'll get better. My first live stream looks nothing like this. My sound quality is horrible. My lighting is horrible. Honestly, I just look and sounded a mess, but I was having a good time and I've just learned to get better, even when it comes to my videos. So stay consistent, learn from the last video and the video before that, and you'll be just fine, boo. And thank you again. Stacy the Witch, thank you so much for 2 months. Charlie, you look like a queen as always. Thank you, as always, beautiful. I appreciate you and thank you for 2 months of support. I appreciate you so much. Dessa, thank you so much for 7 months. Ew, I just realized that K. Diddy treats his employees like priests in a church, move them around, but never really fired. That, so they can reoffend. The fact that that is so accurate is scary. It's scary. And he employs a lot of people. And above all, he looks for people who are desperate. K. Diddy, Keemstar, he likes to use the term hungry. Like, I'm looking for people who are hungry. What he's actually saying, he's looking for people who are desperate, who will do anything he says. Anything. That's the truth. Daria, thank you so much for 11 months. Happy Mardi Gras. Thank you for all the content and team playback. I appreciate you. And yes, I hope whoever made it out to Mardi Gras, I hope y'all enjoyed. My best friend actually was out there and was sending me videos and oh, it looked like a good time. I ain't gonna hold y'all. If I ever make it out to Mardi Gras, clear the way. Clear the way. I'm throwing these things everywhere. But thank you, boo. John, thank you. Salty Crab Refugee here, realizing you're a real one. Thank you so much. And Salty's a real one. Salty's a real one. Again, notifications on Twitter. And if you're in the Discord, keep them on as well, please. Haru, thank you so much for 7 months. So nice to catch a live after a 4-day long Valentine's Day vacation with my boyfriend. Looking gorgeous as usual, Charlie. Hold on, boo. I hope you enjoyed yourself. That sounds amazing. Where'd y'all go? That sounds good. I know that's right. And thank you again, boo. Carrie, thank you for 3 months. Love you, girl. Love you too. And thank you. Prune Pizza, I appreciate you. Give me 1 second. I just want to get this pulled up. And welcome to the Gold Cluster. Perfect. And I think I'm almost caught up. Almost. Rice Pudding, thank you so much for the support. Did you see Roxy say that she got suspended for 2 days when she streamed on her? Oh. No, because y'all know I'm so behind in chat. Oh, Roxy. That is good information. Thank you for that. Because Tina did speak about that with so much confidence. So I was just like, girl, are you sure? But this is where the special treatment conversation is gonna come in handy. Because if Amberlynn can stream on her channel while Tina and others can't, oh, this is going to definitely kick up some more stuff in the LCU. Definitely kick up some more stuff. Hold on. Oh, this is Roxy in chat. Roxy, when I do my lives, it's usually not having to share screens or trying to explain other videos. I just go from my phone because I'm usually out in public. But from my understanding, I don't think Roxy's part of the LCU anymore. Yeah, I got suspended for 2 days. Let's see what tonight's lolcow bus is looking like then. That's interesting. And thank you for the information, Roxy. Let's get back into it.
You are not.
Is he even waiting?
But you are blank.
How does he have 38% people say no, that they want to keep him here? That's crazy.
Who said that?
Because I'm Iceman fucking Oz. Do you understand that?
38% of the people like you?
I'm Iceman fucking Oz, bro. Like,
Where's
I
your
could
paper and
fucking-
pencil?
Oh god.
Okay, pick one.
Where's your paper and pencil, intern?
We've been over this. I'm not even an intern. I'm on probation.
For those who didn't hear what he just said, I'm not even an intern. I'm on probation. Why is a predator even given the option of being on probation? He should have been booted, banned, exiled. It's that simple. It's really not that hard. I'm going to read Roxy's comment. He pulled me up on lolcowlive and called me out in front of the LCU, and he screamed at me, called me an R word, and suspended me. Yep, that sounds like Keemstar. That sounds like Keemstar. Thank you, thank you. And for y'all, just keep an eye out for Roxy's username in chat. Again, Roxy used to work in the LCU, which I'm not gonna hold you, Roxy. This is me being completely real. I side eye you too, because what were you doing working there? This is my opinion of everyone who works there. And you don't have to respond to me. I don't want you to think it's like that. But Loki, I'm like, Keemstar? The LCU? I don't know how long you were there, to be fair. I don't know how long you worked there, but it's just like, come on. But you're no longer there, so good for you. I don't know what happened, but good for you.
I have no paper
Okay,
and
you're not an
pencil.
intern, you're a slave to the LCU.
First of all, they knew what they were getting when they got Iceman.
I want you to listen to Tina's opinion on everything that happened. This was the day after Iceman got exposed once again. So I don't like Tina for a few reasons. However, for the most part, this specific opinion here, I agree with. Pretty much she's going on to say, like, this man has been a problem from the beginning. He's been a problem. And you get what you hire. You hired a mess that was problematic, so you're going to get problems. So I actually agree with this.
Everything was shits and giggles when they had him out there acting like a fucking donkey, licking shit, and doing all the shit he was doing. It was funny when they profited off it. Once something big came up and no longer profited, he's a piece of shit. I get it, but I'm not gonna call another man a piece of shit. What he did was inappropriate. It was disgusting, but he should never been hired.
Yeah.
You get what you hired. Period.
The fuck?
Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank.
I left this part in because there were so many times within this stream, this gaming stream, that it was just silence, Amberlynn playing on her phone, them looking for Iceman, answering questions around Iceman. And I was just like, no wonder y'all not monetized yet. What is this really? Oh, you know what I forgot to point out when we started their stream? At the bottom, the gentleman with the headset on is Life by Ron. Life by Ron was the super fan of Chantel. Used to donate a lot to Chantel, fan of Chantel. He doesn't like reactors, which makes sense if you're a fan of Chantel. Being a fan of Chantel is a choice. But yeah, and interestingly enough, when I tweeted about the racist clip that we'll cover later, Life by Ron actually commented under my tweet like something like, damn, you guys are everywhere, or something like that. Like, and I wanted to respond, but I'm just like, I'm gonna let you be. Because if I responded to Ron, the feeder that he is, because I kind of believe those allegations, I would have literally just posted one of Chantel's OnlyFans pictures, a picture of baby oil, and tell him to go fetch or some shit. But I chose to leave it alone. So I was just like, you know what, like Ron, you could have it. You could have it. I don't even block. Go ahead. Talk to yourself.
Oh.
Wait, why am I drawing a blank? How is everyone knowing what to put?
Because I just make shit up.
Got it?
Yes, I am better than Iceman. That's correct.
I'm a Gemini style.
So a viewer pretty much pointed out or to Amber, like, does she think she's better than Iceman? And she says she is. She ain't that much better than Iceman. She's still up there. She is still up there, engaging in this content, playing them stupid games, up there with a whole ass predator. I wanted to actually play a clip from last night. Again, a lot happens in the LCU, even within 24 to 48 hours. Within all this exposing with Iceman, Scooter's name came up at some point. It's being rumored like Scooter encouraged this behavior from Iceman. Part of the reason he encouraged it is he does similar things. Even though I didn't watch all of Locale Bus's their episode from yesterday, there was something I wanted to point out. Wait, let me make sure. And you saw it at during the intro. And this is Amberlynn excusing the behavior that is being pointed out because her former co-host, Scooter. So I wanted to play this clip and have you guys listen to it. Again, Scooter is now being called out for similar things, but Scooter has chose to quit once again. But just listen to this.
You feel some type of way, honestly, Amber, that he was using your name as like why women are reaching out to him?
No. No, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know why people are making this like way bigger than it needs to be. That is what I feel like is happening. Like, people are making a guy in his 20s who are just flirting. You know, he's looking for a relationship. He's testing out the waters. You never know what you're gonna find.
Before we continue, I just want to point out the obvious. Viewers should not be your dating pool. I don't care his age. Viewers should not be part of your dating pool. That's not why they're there. That crosses many lines. It's inappropriate. Just want to point that out. And yes, Scooter is in his 20s, even though he looked like he was pushing 40s.
Like, people are taking that and like turning it into, oh, he's a creep. Like, I honestly don't understand it. Maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe I'm being gaslit. Maybe I'm the crazy one. I don't fucking know. But I don't think anything's wrong. If I was single, shit, I'd be like, what's up, hey the girls? Like, does that make me a creep? Like, I don't fucking know.
So Amberlynn would be doing the same thing? Yes, that would make her a creep. That's very inappropriate. And just to be clear, y'all don't have to kick out Life by Ron. As long as he's not in here doing the dumb shit he was doing in the stream that we're going to be discussing or anything like that, let him laugh it up in chat. Good luck to you, Ron. My viewers are built a little different than yours, you feeder.
My chair.
Is there a way to kick Iceman? Yeah, you can send Ron and Gemini $100 to their PayPal.
No, we're not Iceman. We don't do PayPal.
Joking.
We don't do PayPal.
We don't do PayPal like Keem said.
Okay, hang on. Jesus Lord, something is happening in Discord and we are missing out, but someone leaked the...
The reason I included this clip is because Iceman just mentioned something about PayPal and they shut it down immediately. They said, we don't do that PayPal stuff. I just wanted to give a bit of context of why they said that. And this is one of the problematic things that Iceman was doing at one point within the LCU.
DMs of a mod. Who is it? Oh, Iceman. We know that. Iceman leaks everything.
I don't care about all that shit.
I don't even, is it bad that I don't even want to spend time talking about it? Because here's the funny thing a lot of people don't know, and I want to reiterate this since we have Gemini's people over here also.
What?
Mike sent him $100 that night. Boogie sent him $100 that night. Albert and Tina each sent him $25 that night. Then the next night, Twiggy sent him $45. So just in case there was confusion and the real amounts weren't out, because I heard him on his last show before he was fired saying that he had no money. But that's crazy because he got over $200 donated to him less than 24 hours prior to that.
So that was just like a list of people who I've helped Iceman out. He used to do a lot of dry begging or straight up begging, and that's something obviously against most communities, especially in a Discord or in a community. So that's just giving you some context of why they shut down the whole thing. Again, Iceman has done a lot of questionable things, a lot of problematic things. This happens to be one of the least offensive ones when it comes to the money because he's a whole ass predator. So
How does Ron feel about Iceman? I mean, I don't.
Ron was
Iceman,
gonna flex
for me.
earlier.
All right,
Flex
people,
for me,
it's
Iceman. Let me
voting
see your
time.
muscle. Show me your belly.
Oh my god.
actually, I want to highlight this comment by Just Jamie. Exactly. Why are people sending this cycle money? Isn't he a drug addict? That was part of the issue as well, because there were people questioning the amount of money he was getting from begging and where that money was actually going. Because it did seem recently he may still be struggling with his addiction. So yeah, you are accurate and on money with that. Let me actually catch up. Mal, thank you so much for 11 months. There's just too many of these nasty men. Too many. Keep in mind, this panel of men, which we'll get into, followed Keemstar's lead. Followed Keemstar's lead, even though a lot of what he said should have been completely unacceptable and shut down. But thank you, Boo. I appreciate you. And I just want to make sure I highlight Roxy's comments as well. Yeah, this was when I was working for the LCU. I was dumb and thought it was completely different. I've been there for 7 months and quit after I realized what was going on. The show I worked on was new. I wasn't familiar with the LCU that long before I started working for him. Fair, fair. And thank you. And again, you didn't have to answer, but it was just my honest opinion. But thank you for that. Oh, and thank you for joining memberships. Welcome to the Gold Cluster. You do have access to the Discord if you want to join, but anytime you're Supreme or higher, you do have access to the Discord. And thank you. Welcome to the Gold Cluster. K-Bear, thank you so much. K-Bear's mama. Thank you, and welcome to the Gold Cluster, Bill. Thank you. Crazy Cat Lady, thank you for 4 months. Where do these creepers come from? Love you, Charlie. They swarm to people like Keemstar because he's one himself. That's really what it comes down to. Keemstar is one himself. And pretty much everything he does during the live stream proves that. He's the worst type of boss you can think of. And there's a clip that I will be playing in a few. And this clip to me pretty much tells me Keemstar is the type of man that will think a woman is to blame for her rape depending on what she wore. And I'm not saying that lightly. And when we get to the clip, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
What is happening?
I feel like this is sexual harassment.
Then you deserve it. You deserve it.
Iceman, the Illuminati tried to cancel you, but there you are, standing taller than ever.
Attached to the list. Take care of that democracy.
Yeah, it was rough there for a while. Didn't know what was going to happen, but now I know what to do. Well, I knew what to do, but now it was like the wake-up call I needed, realistically, you know.
Dude literally tried to exploit me for new.
This happened within the same stream, and Butterface sent a super chat because due to the TTS, or whatever it's called, the talking system, the bot, you have to send in a minimum of $20 for it to be, said out loud so everyone can hear it. And you'll see how much money, keep in mind, this is trimmed down. The amount of super chats that were coming in for Keemstar to simply fire Iceman. He saw the money, so he kept it going. This super chat specifically is from Butterface, the victim that recently went to Keemstar.
Dudes earlier today.
It's her!
Butterface kiss mark.
Holy that is shit. That is literally Butterface. That's her. That is her. And that is literally what she's saying. For real. I feel like we need to, your community manager, right? Like, well, I can do it as well. I feel like we need to unban Butterface in this moment and have her like have a voice for this
Yes.
situation.
Bring her up, Keem. Shit.
Yeah. Let me.
So Butterface, who was removed and let go from the LCU as an intern, sent in that super chat to confirm what they're saying. And Keemstar goes on to say, hey, we should unban her, get her back in the Discord so she can have a voice. I thought she used some of her voice to reach out to Keemstar in the first place so he can confront Iceman. But Keemstar sees an opportunity for more content. So this young lady went to Keemstar as the owner of this company, and he says, you know what? We're going to shine a light on you. We're going to put you at front and center. That's what we're going to do. Remember the comment I just made about Keemstar believing women are raped due to what they're wearing? This is what I was talking about. Butterface does come up. When she comes up, I want you to listen to something he said to her. Can't stand this man.
Butterface
Iceman, don't
coming on the show with an oversized hoodie. Perfect, bro. Perfect.
Oh.
If you would have came out showing those cleavage, bro, the whole argument would have been total L.
I'm just freezing my ass
Smart
off,
move.
man.
Smart move.
Well,
Smart move.
thanks.
I'm going to play that again because I want you to hear that again. I want you to hear that one more time.
Butterface
Iceman, don't
coming on the show with an oversized hoodie. Perfect, bro. Perfect.
Oh.
If you would have came out showing those cleavage, bro, the whole argument would have been total L.
I'm just freezing my ass
Smart
off,
move.
man.
Smart move.
Well,
Smart move.
thanks.
So Butterface going up on panel because they requested she go up there. Her going up there in a hoodie was smart on her. Because God forbid she's shown any cleavage, that would have taken away. That would have taken away from what? Her credibility? Because she wore a hoodie and she's covered up, that helps her? Keep in mind, before she came up, Iceman admitted to it. He admitted to it. But for some reason, he wanted to point out her wearing the hoodie, thankfully, doesn't take away from her credibility. I don't care if Butterface was popping pussy on OnlyFans every single day to make $20. I don't care if she's the chick who's trying to set a record for sleeping with many men in a day. That doesn't take away from those allegations. That doesn't mean that what she asked for it. This is who Keemstar is. This is who's running the LCU. This is what a lot of creators, including Amberlynn, that's who she works for.
If you're still watching, we're going to try and get you unbanned, get in the Discord, and we're going to pull you up in here.
I want to just say this. Riley, I call out bigotry a lot. I've been one of the loudest voices when it comes to bigotry. I'm not saying Butterface ain't a racist. I told you what she did. That doesn't equal you should get sexually harassed. She was booted from the LCU, shocker, for her behavior. Yeah. If she's sitting there hitting up someone to possibly get back into the LCU, and let's not forget, one of the reasons she probably thought she could get back into the LCU is because the LCU has a lot of racist ass pieces of shit in the community, still employed by Keem. That doesn't mean it's a go ahead for her to get sexually harassed. I don't like Butterface, but multiple things can be true at once. I don't like Butterface, And I don't like that there's a predator sexually harassing people like Butterface and a lot of viewers. Because the truth is, he did that because Butterface was in need. Butterface needed help. That is dangerous. We don't encourage that. We shame that. We dog walk that. And we damn sure don't support that to the hate viewers watching. Keemstar owns the LCU. Remember that. It don't matter who you like in the community. Keemstar owns the LCU. Take that for what you want. Just wanted to remind y'all where your hate dollars go. 5-star, thank you so much. Welcome to the gold cluster. Let me get this going. And you are Supreme, so you have access to the Discord. And thank you again. Snarky Librarian, thank you so much. I worry for Keem's daughter if her father allows this kind of behavior. That man is a father, right? You heard what he just said to Butterface about her hoodie? That man's a father. That man is a father. That's all I'm going to say. And thank you. Goodbye, Kyle. Thank you so much for the support. Charlie, you look like a beautiful doll tonight. Thank you. Also, is it just me or does Keem Diddy sound insincere as fuck when he's angry at people? I don't buy it. He's a creep. He's not angry. He's always putting on a performance. Where he does get angry, if the money don't line up, if you do something that could actually fuck up his money, that's when he's angry. Which is probably why he suspended Roxy for those 2 days, because that takes money away from his community. Yeah, that's when he's actually angry. There's very few things these creators can do where he's actually angry. Those stupid announcements that he says in the Discord, they don't stand for shit. Oh, don't be racist. Why is Boogie still there? Why is Thick Gemini still got a job? Please. And thank you again, Boo. Thank you. Rice Pudding, thank you, Boo. This woman was openly speaking dirty to ALR. Joke or not, doesn't mean that would make the situation any different. Being racist doesn't condone SASH. And she explains why she sticks up for herself. And I included that in this clip. And she does actually mention exactly why. And thank you for that. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Butterface, welcome
Can I pull up Gams?
Shh, 1 second. Butterface, welcome to LolCow Live. It's good to have you back.
Hello.
I guess. Are you still racist? And if not, are you at least sober?
I'm
not
sober.
racist.
Okay, you're sober. That's what I wanted to hear. We are good
Still
to fucking
racist.
go.
So I just wanted to ask him for help because I actually thought he was kind of not best friends, but a good friend of mine. And he was like, well, you should download Snapchat. And I was like, well, I don't have a Snapchat. I'll consider it, but I just want to let you know, it's not going to be nudes and stuff. We can be friends, whatever, if I considered it, if you wanted to help me. But he was like, yeah, no, that's not going to work. If we're not going to get the nudes, so I was like, that's uncomfortable. So I just let Keem know about it because I just wanted help from someone I thought was a friend. And I don't know. He's like, yeah, download the Snapchat first. And I didn't like that. So I just brought it up to Keem because I just wanted some help just to kind of get back into just be able to talk to you guys again and just apologize. And so,
Keemstar.
Iceman, this woman has your job in your fucking hands. In her hands, excuse me.
Before we continue with this, as you heard, Keemstar is now placing this responsibility. Keemstar the bitch is now placing the responsibility in this moment. Keep in mind, all performative, but she doesn't know that. Keemstar is now going on to place the responsibility of him keeping her job, Iceman keeping his job, in her hands. But before we continue with that, Thick Gemini, you stupid bitch. Let me be very, 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 very clear. If Roxy is racist in any way, you have a platform. Go point it out. I will never stop nobody. I ain't here to stop nobody, just like you can't stop me. But Think Gemini, let's not forget, this was your drawing. This was yours. So you go point out Roxy's racism, do it. Anybody who's a bigot, point it out. But you little clown ass bitch, this is your drawing. This is your drawing. Blackie Lynn, right? Blackie Lynn, that's your drawing. You're a fucking clown. Go enjoy your 100 viewers. This ain't a safe space for you. I promise you that.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, so it wasn't the reason that you didn't want to do like that was because you were afraid that I would share them?
No, so what I told, if
Okay,
you want to,
okay, I'll pull up the DM then if I have to.
yeah,
I can
so
share
hold
that.
on. Yeah, hold on a second. So yes, so I said that a long time ago. I said I don't want to get personal. I wouldn't share any information. I wouldn't share anything like that because I was warned about you a long time ago. That's what I said. Maybe not verbatim because we did chat quite a bit. I'm not afraid to say that I chatted with you, dude, because I thought you were cool. You were funny. Like, I'm not afraid to say that. Like, you know what I
Thank you.
mean? So, but like, I felt uncomfortable towards the end and I wanted to let Keem know because I just wanted your help because I actually did think you were kind of like my friend. So yeah, I did say, no, I didn't want to do any of that because you would share them with people. And I knew that wasn't like an appropriate thing to do. I'm new on the LCU at that point. So I'm not dumb. You know, I get that was not an okay idea, you know, so.
Realistically, all I could do is contact a mod, or I can't actually talk to Keem about it.
So in this moment, Iceman is saying, I actually couldn't do that much. All I can do is contact a mod. I really couldn't speak to Keemstar about getting you back into the LCU. Keep in mind, that's one of the things he said to make sure he could get some nudes from her. You send me some nudes, you start at that Snapchat, I'll put in a good word with the boss. I'll put in a good word.
Yeah,
There's not much I can do.
You wanted some fucking news before you were to do the bare fucking minimum that you can do.
Suck. You suck so bad. You suck. Iceman, this is what I would say to Butterface. Butterface, I think you're cute.
This is the owner of the LCU who is now going to go on. He just had the victim, one, come up. He's now going to give Iceman advice on what he should have done. This is the owner. Keep in mind, none of this should have happened. It's an immediate fire, but this is Keemstar's advice to his employee who has been sexually harassing that woman you see on screen.
I was into you.
I
saw this as my chance to try to get close to you. I'm a fucking weirdo. I'm dumb. I shouldn't have played that move. I should have been on the up and up. It had nothing to do with you coming back in the Discord. That's what you say, you
exactly
dumb
what I
mother.
think.
Well, then say that, you dumb motherfucker.
Okay.
You're fucking this up.
Look, I think you're great. I don't know why people just pay attention to your breasts. I think you have a beautiful face.
This man just said to the woman he has been sexually harassing. He just said, I don't know why people pay attention to your breasts. I believe you have a beautiful face. This is the woman who went to Keemstar to open up to him and say, listen, this has been going on. And now she's sitting in front of thousands of people as the man who sexually harassed her says this.
And I was just really attracted to you, and like I let my dick do the thinking. I'll do any punishment or anything.
Iceman, are you sure it's your account?
Any punishment, you need to get this girl to forgive you. If this girl still thinks you're a fucking weirdo, at the end of the day, you're fucked.
Butterface, please. I didn't mean anything bad with you.
Why is this still going? So Keemstar's been saying, hey, it's up to her. Like, you better make this right. You heard what he just said, and Keemstar has this still going. This young lady's sitting up here, and Keemstar is egging this on to keep going. And I want to remind you, I clipped this down a lot. The amount of super chats that came in telling Keemstar, no, he needs to go. Shut this down.
And to be fair, like there was a discussion that, you know, you were just afraid that I would share your nudes about it.
Okay, that's not true, and I'll pull up that. No, I didn't say I'm not going to send you nudes because you'd share.
No. But there was afraid you would share something. I would share something. No, am I wrong?
Yeah.
Just want to point out this comment. But Salty Crab is terminated. Keep in mind, Salty Crab did not get terminated due to what she said. Salty Crab got terminated due to their clips that she was criticizing. Their words from the LCU. That's what Salty Crab got hit on. And I know that for a fact.
Anything that I was to send you, which I didn't ever send you anything, correct? That you would share
that's right.
with other
Correct.
people.
100%. Yes.
Keem, tell me you're looking at the chat a little bit.
Oh, I'm looking at the chat. Everybody wants your ass fired. Everybody wants your ass fired.
To me, that's not cool. I just wanted to let you know about something that made me uncomfortable. I don't want to like be the reason why he's like here or not here, dude. I just thought that was like it just made me uncomfortable.
No. Butterface is saying it right here. Like, listen, I don't want this pressure on me. That's essentially what she's saying. Like, I don't want this decision to be on me. It's hard enough for someone to come forward and say, hey, this is what's been going on. And that same person who could have simply just fired Iceman is turning around, making this content and saying, hey, in front of thousands, I'm going to make this your decision. You can see how nervous she is because there are a lot of people, a lot of viewers in Keemstar's audience that think just like him, that are finding excuses for Iceman. If Butterface was to sit up here and say, yeah, like, I don't think he should be around, I think he should be fired. Do you know how many comments, disgusting comments about her that would be what? Put in their comment section, spread throughout that Discord. Why would Keemstar put her in that position? Isn't he supposed to be a man? Isn't Keemstar supposed to be a man? All I see is a bitch.
No, I actually agree that it's weird to put you in the position where you have his balls, but you do. At the end of the day, you have his balls, bro. He's been acting a little crazy. And
why can't Keemstar find his fucking balls?
any woman at any moment could have came up here and made a big deal about his behavior, but you did. So you got his balls, but you're not alone. There's other women in this community that could be like, oh, I agree with her. I want you to be a big boy in this moment, right? And fix your problem. That's what I want to see. I want to see you actually fix this shit because you are in the red.
Let me translate that to you in predator terms. Predators like Keemstar, opportunists like Keemstar. Iceman, I want to drag this out. I want you to grovel. I got a lot of super chats coming in, and I want them to keep pouring in. So I want you to grovel. You failed all the other attempts, all the other disgusting attempts earlier in the stream. I want you to put out another attempt that's going to bring in more super chats. That's going to have you sounding even more ridiculous. That's what I want you to do. Grovel. Put your foot in your mouth again. Oh, is that another super chat asking me to fire you? Go.
It's going to be so hard for you to get back in good standings. I want you to fix this. I want to see it.
As long as we're shitting on Iceman. Iceman, do you remember me catching you flirting and leaning on a girl in the bus VC like 2 days ago until I had to call you out for having a fiance?
She was flirting with me.
You showed up on bus and then you went right into that VC to flirt with women.
Go to the fucking bus chat. Go to the
Fake
bus
fiance.
chat. They were fucking doing all this.
You do realize if we have to fire you, Twiggy's fucked.
Yeah. Damn.
The big paycheck that you're about to get from Nuts, like, that's fucked. You're fucked.
I'm not gonna give up if I have the opportunity to continue. Like, I'll do whatever punishments or whatever I need to atone.
I just want to respond to this, and I understand because of the type of content that I do, and sometimes there are people who are new to me may think this is something I would do, but I want to be clear. Clout controls, no. Butterface will not continue to be used. I am very critical of a lot of things with her, but this should have never been content. It should have never happened. It should have never been content. I'm here to make sure there's a platform that people are discussing this, not making a mockery of it and criticizing it. This should not be acceptable. And I know you might be new. I'm not familiar with your username, but no. The truth is, I actually think Butterface should go talk to a lawyer. That's what I think.
For this.
Okay. Here's your punishment. All right.
If I was Iceman boss, I fire him right in the spot, not using this for content.
I want to point out this person here that just sent that super chat. I lost count of how many super chats that he sent. Keep in mind, for the bot to read it out, it has to be a minimum of $20. Many of his super chats were read out. I lost count of how many super chats that one viewer sent, pretty much telling Keemstar you need to fire him. You need to fire him. You need to fire him. It was money to Keemstar.
He's not using content. He's trying to help me.
You need to gather enough letters from every single one of your victims to approve you to be employed here. Every female that you have pursued sexually has to write a letter saying, I approve Iceman to work here. This is not going to be a members goal. This is not going to be a fucking, let's hit 20 $20 TTSs and then Iceman's fired. No, we're not doing that. No. You need to go collect approval letters from every single one of these women that you've been talking to in the LCU.
Keemstar, the owner of the LCU, just told this predator in order for him to keep his job, he needs to go to all his victims, go contact his victims to get approval letters for him to remain in the LCU. Keep in mind, he's still in the LCU. He didn't get those letters, and you'll see why. But go contact your victims so they can write out approval letters, even though you were sexually harassing them, for you to keep your job here. What the fuck? And on that note, let's take a quick break. Even though this is a serious topic, I don't actually have more of a serious break edit just because these are not topics we cover a lot, especially after everything that happened with Chantel in the villa and Nader dating your dog El Shami. So it's the regular edit, but I do think it's important we take a minute. Let's take a minute. So I apologize because it may come off inappropriate, but I don't have any other break edits. I only have 3 and they're all like the silly ones that I normally have. So let's take a break. Let's take a beat. Let's go breathe. And I'll meet you back here in a couple of minutes.
Having a mental health crisis. Please, someone save me. Got a shopping cart? What the f is this? You piggy pig pig. Oink, 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 motherfucker.
Porcahontas.
Oink, oink, bitches. Do I look like a giant baby?
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know. nothing would remain, and you don't wanna go. So go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stand what you're getting so hollow. So go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end. No time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't see and waste away. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end.
And we are back. We are back. Let me get caught up on some of the support I'm behind on, and we'll get right back into it. Because if you think you're upset now, just wait. Be Like Water Baby, thank you so much for the support. Keemstar ALR are getting a penny or a view from me. Can't say I disagree. Can't say I encourage it either, I guess. Thank you, boo. And just tap into the people covering it if that's what you choose to do. I can't tell you who to watch, but there are plenty of people covering the LCU. Gallet, hopefully. Oh no. Galetas con ketchup. Galetas con ketchup. Hopefully I said that right. Thank you for 27 months. Hey there, Queen. Blue looks stunning on you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Rice pudding. We need a break. I don't really have a break ready, but thank you for the support. Roxy Unfiltered, thank you. Oh, not what the fuck was that, FFG? Yeah. If you talked about the odd looking one who's built like a deep breath, that was absolutely FFG. It was. It was. She took a lot of shit to be looking like that and built like that, but hey, can't relate. Glenn the Stallion, thank you so much for the support. I don't understand how YouTube isn't at least concerned about potential issues with advertisers by platforming the LCU. Their moderation is crap. I don't get how they get away with a lot of the shit they do. It's really odd. And Rice Pudding, we did go on break, so it was a good call by you. But it's the LCU, unfortunately. It's weird. But let's get back into it.
Okay.
I finished saying what I was saying really quick.
I thought it was in her hands. Why has it changed? You said it was in her hands.
Yeah, but then I just learned through this conversation that there's other women like Beans, like this person and that person.
No, we talked about that yesterday. It was just Beans. No, I invited.
So Keemstar in this instance is lying. So Iceman's bringing up like, hey, why are you putting it in her hands? You just said I needed to get approval from other women. And Keemstar goes on to say, yeah, during this conversation, I'm finding out there's more women. So yeah, I'm changing it up, which is not true because this man has been a problem for a while. Keemstar has known he's been a problem for a while. Keemstar is looking in any way to drag this out. It's disgusting.
Her to an E-date. I never said about being with her or asking her for nudes or anything.
You asked her if you could watch her and her boyfriend have sex like 12 times
in
a
main
row,
chat.
and then she DM'd me about it because she was uncomfortable, which led to me having the DMs to show on you, dumbass. If someone sends a DM to me about you being sexually inappropriate, and what did I do? I went to main chat and I said, Ice, this shit stops. I don't want to see any fucking more of it and don't talk to her. And you said, yes, sir, and moved the fuck on. But as more and more fucking people come out, it can't be just fucking pushed aside if you're the type of person that's pursuant and continues to be pursuant.
And I talked to a moderator about this, right? And then they said I could do my goonery, like even because I told them like sometimes I do it as a joke.
Who? Iceman, any one of these women that you made feel uncomfortable can fire you. They all have to give you.
Well, Beans is gonna fire me.
Well, we're setting it out right now. Any woman that says you should be fired causes you to be fired. Any one of these women.
How the hell is Keem gonna
Bullshit.
fire Nightmare for petty reasons every single week but not fire Iceman for harassing women in DMS in the community he runs?
Harassing.
Listen.
So it's a mutual conversation. That's harassment.
Listen to Keemstar's response here. The super chat pretty much said, hey, you fire this other host very easily, but you won't fire Iceman for sexually harassing viewers.
Okay, listen, dude, Esquire, right? And anyone else that's also wondering the same thing. I'm slowing it down because it's fucking interesting. This guy's a fucked in the head.
So the reason that Keemstar hasn't fired him and he's slowing the process down and dragging it out is because he finds it interesting. He finds one of his employees sexually harassing viewers, former interns, interesting. So interesting that he's going to make content out of it. He already called up one of the victims. You're going to see here he's looking for more victims because another victim super chats in a second. And Keemstar says himself that I'm going to get these women up here. I'm going to get these girls up here. So Butterface wasn't the only victim he wanted up there. He wanted multiple victims up there for content.
I could ban him and kick him right now, but this whole saga of him trying to get approval emails from all these women would end. Like
His words, the owner of the LCE, he could ban him right now, but then him, Iceman, the predator, approaching his past victims to try to get these approval letters, it won't go on. Where's the content if he just bans him right here? This is the owner of the LCU saying this. This is the owner of the LCU. Dottie, thank you so much for the support. My dog showed more shame from accidentally on my carpet when I was at work today than all the LCU has ever when it mattered. They all suck. Vids and pets in Discord if you need a good laugh. Thank you, Dottie. I'll look at that. I will. Nikki, I seen this comment. DM'd you a vid of Keem commanding his ex staff member to do sexual stuff to get her job back while calling her the R word. It was sometime last year. I don't know if you're talking about his former assistant, because she actually had reached out to me back when everything happened with Chantel. But I feel like you're talking about his former assistant, if I'm correct, because I've heard whispers about this. But I'll look out for that DM. Thank you, boo.
That would.
Wait, where is it? Yup, links. Yeah, I've actually heard about this before. And I feel like I've seen a clip of her playing the recording. I just have to find it again. Thank you for this, Nikki.
Not happen. I want to see him try to do this.
Fire Iceman for me, please.
That's Cat's Not Crack. That's one of the.
That $20 super chat was from one of the victims, and they go on to say it. Her super chat said, "Fire Iceman for me, please." The gentleman at the bottom immediately recognizes who it is, and he's saying, "Yep, that's one of them. That's one of the victims."
Victim. She's not going to forgive you, dumbass.
Oh, well, then I'm fucked. Yeah, well, then I'm fucked.
So the reason why like I actually did say something is because like a few years ago I was like,
Please listen closely to why Butterface did come forward and tell Keemstar what was going on. Listen to this. This is very important. This is the reason she wanted to make sure she used her voice and exposed Iceman for the predator that he is.
like physically like essayed and SH'd at work, and I didn't do anything about it. Like I was like, oh, it's all good, man. It made me really like freaked out and uncomfortable. And I was like, am I gonna like do this every time someone like does something like that to me? Am I just gonna like live my life that way because I don't want to like harm someone else or fuck with them? Like I don't want to cause any problems in their life, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna like make it okay, and I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that all the time and like just let that shit happen.
I got your back on that 100%.
How does Keemstar have her back in any way? He's continuing to place her in a very uncomfortable position. The fact that she even has to be up there to even listen to this man say anything to her is disgusting. But I have your back 100%. Having her back when he messaged her was simply having that conversation with Iceman, confirming what he did and firing him. But instead, he turned around and made content out of it. And then sit there and put pressure on her like, hey, it's up to you if he still has a job, if he still could be in the LCU. But he has her back? No, the only thing Keemstar cares about is his fucking wallet.
Totally agree with you.
I didn't know about that for the record.
But right now you need to make a call.
She just shared about trauma in her past, why she used her voice, why she wanted to make sure that she called this out. She went to him. Oh, I have your back. And then follows that up right away. Well, right now you got to make a choice. You got to make a choice. If Iceman still got a job, it's on you. But Keemstar has her back. Right.
Are you going to forgive Iceman as long as he doesn't continue the behavior?
Do I have to like decide that right now, Keem?
Yes, because I'm going to make.
But if it's just asked, do I have to decide that right now? It's very clear she's uncomfortable, and his response is yes. You have to decide it right now. Even though the predator sitting right here can hear you, you have to decide it right now. In front of everyone, in front of thousands of people. Disgusting. The Path of Flexile, thank you so much for the support. Just from learning about the LCU tonight, is Keem basically like an online pimp? It's like they do all the disgusting groundwork and he benefits. Pretty much. Pretty much. That's why I call him K. Diddy, because there's so many parallels between him and P. Diddy, in my opinion. But yeah, that's why I call him K. Diddy. Thank you for the support. Princess Becky, thank you. This reminds me of what was done to Brandon Tina. Oh, actually, I'm not familiar with that. Hold on, I just want to. I feel like that's probably something I should know. I'm actually going to look into that afterwards. I typed it in. And thank you for the support, boo. Brandon Tina. I'm going to look into that. Thank you.
Make all these women come up here. He's going to get fired anyways, but go ahead.
It's like,
a task for the
you know,
challenge.
I guess for a period of time, I thought I was just like invincible because I was doing so.
I meant to say Prison Becky. I'm sorry. I always mess up and want to say Princess Becky. I'm so sorry. Sorry. I definitely said Princess Becky. My bad, boo.
Well, but I'm not invincible, right? No one's invincible. It's delusional. But that delusion is also what, you know, people like about me. So it's like, I don't know.
We don't want to play. We don't want to play it.
That is some Harvey Weinstein shit. Like, that's literally what that is. I'm going to give you opportunity and entertainment business if you show me booby. That's Harvey Weinstein shit. Yeah. You don't get it.
So this is Keemstar describing what Iceman did as Harvey Weinstein shit. Then why is Iceman still in the Discord having access to viewers and still part of the LCU? But Keemstar himself, the owner, just described what he did as Harvey Weinstein shit.
You don't understand the levels of fucked you are, bro. You don't get it. You're never going to comprehend. Oh, this is the OCU. I could be a little weirdo. Nah, dude. Bro, this is going to follow you forever.
Iceman gonna be one issue after another. The sooner he's gone, the less issues he'll cause.
Fuck. I think I fucked it up.
Now, granted, this is kind of like mutual combat scenarios. Like, she's such a fucking piece of shit and you're a piece of shit. But you're both like so incredibly wrong. Like, I don't even know what to do. I just want everyone to know, if I come across with like a wrong take somewhere, like, I'm drunk. Tonight's my drunk night. I'm fucked.
Very drunk.
Keemstar just said if he comes off with wrong take, which has been this whole live stream, he wants to point out that he's drunk. Well, as the owner of the LCU, maybe he should have been sober to make sure he handled one of his employees sexually harassing multiple viewers, clearly pointing out that his Discord is not safe. But yeah, him being drunk means what? He sobered up, didn't he? Earlier, Iceman was in Local Heroes. So has he not sobered up, if that's the excuse he's using? He sobered up and still kept Iceman in the LCU. So I don't think the drinking had anything to do with it.
If I was you, I would fire him. This is not support for Ice at all, but for the other guys.
That is $100 super chat once again, urging Keemstar to fire Iceman. Genuinely, I lost count of how many big super chats came through, urging this man, fire him.
I guess my thing is like, so many people get hired as hosts, like have been hired as hosts so easily. And like I've done like 15 IRLs in the last month. You know, I've just been trying to help out the network. I go into VCs with people, you know, talking about how they can progress their shit. Like, I'm really involved, a little too involved, as you've seen. But
Iceman, other than Beans, who else is there?
I asked Toxic P for her Snapchat.
Okay. Is she cool with you?
It's really not that many. Yeah.
So Keemstar is asking for a list of other people he may have sexually harassed. He names one, and then he goes on to say there's not that many. One is too many. But the fact that there's a list of them, crazy. Lady Loki, thank you so much for the support. They're all trash. Scooter was caught eavesdropping on an intimate call at the behest of another LCU host. The girl wasn't aware. Both Hamburger and Fupa said they would have done the same. They're vile. Yep, that was from last night's stream. Speaking of this, you reminded me of this clip that I wanted to play. This is Amberlynn, and thank you again for the support. This is Amberlynn criticizing Steak, the man in. Hold on. Actually, no. You'll notice who Steak is. Criticizing Steak for working with Boogie, but keep in mind this is the same Amber that we are watching sit there and stream for 2 hours with a man who was just exposed once again for sexually harassing viewers. And then sitting up on Local Bus last night crying for Scooter. But this is her criticizing Steak for working with Boogie, which again, Boogie's trash.
Reacts differently. It's fine.
Yeah, some people react like men, and some people cry like little bitches because they were raised
You
without a
literally
dad,
work with
and they
someone
crawl
who-
off the fucking internet
You
to hide.
literally, okay, you literally work with someone who threatened to kick and squash your baby. So have fun with that.
Boogie's a
Just
piece
saying.
of shit too. I've said that publicly. I'll say it here.
You work with him though.
I want to remind everyone, Amberlynn's in a relationship, according to her, with someone who has kicked her twice and has threatened her multiple times, has degraded her, talked about her bad breath, has fat shamed her online under sock accounts. I'm not saying that I would work with Boogie, not a chance in hell, but this is very rich coming from her. She chooses to work with pieces of shit, and she also chooses to be in a relationship with pieces of shit.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm making my fucking bags.
You work with him though.
Yeah, you worked with a guy that was into some weird sexual shit, and you're sweeping for it.
A lot of these people are okay with working with people's pieces of shit as long as they can get Keemstar's approval and make the money that Keemstar promised them, the money that will change their lives. It's pathetic.
She's a big fan. She's always in the nuts
I'll believe
chat.
that.
I could get her.
Face was
her
apparently
approval
cool with him.
Yeah, this
what I'm
is the
saying?
thing. It's not like like the rest of
I'm not
them
on
I
your
could.
side, dickhead. I'm saying you allege
could-
that something is okay, and then we find out there's fucking not.
I'm gonna go piss. I'm gonna go piss. I need to piss so bad. This is your last chance to change Bean's opinion.
How many times have we heard Iceman speak, put his foot in his mouth, be completely disrespectful? And because Keemstar has been drinking so fucking much, he's going to step away to go use the restroom, and he's hoping for Iceman to make another plea. It's fucking ridiculous.
Good luck when I get back.
All right, we've got 19 minutes. I'll give you one rant. I promise you I'm not gonna let you sit here and run your fucking mouth for 19 minutes because the chat doesn't deserve it. The show does better than that. But go ahead and give your fucking best because Keemstar's giving you an opportunity.
Before Iceman makes another plea, I do see a lot of you guys in chat mentioning something's up with YouTube. Try exiting and coming back. On my back end, it looks fine, but try to exit the stream altogether, exit the app and come back, and hopefully it starts working. Everything looks fine on my end. And I know it sounds shocking, even my internet. It's just weird. Oh, Butterface, thank you for the support. What, baby? You scared? Butterface, baby, I'm not scared of a soul. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. I actually don't believe what happened to you should have happened to you. I have a lot of criticism for you, especially since you find slurs at the bottom of vodka bottles or wine bottles, whatever you were drinking that night. But please don't do this. Don't do this. This is not what you want in any way. You should ask about me before you come in here talking about my. I'm not. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. What happened to you should have never happened to you. And I hope you go speak to a professional, especially due to your past trauma. And hopefully you speak to some legal as well. But don't do this. At least not with me.
But you know she's not gonna. Okay. All right, I'll have some faith in you, Beans. I know the victim blaming thing was fucking terrible. How, you know, I believe in our conversations that, you know, we somewhat became friends and we were cool, and then somewhere along the lines it wasn't. Listen, if you do give me this chance, I will not do it again, and if I do it again, then fire me. Yeah, I can promise that to you that it won't.
So this man just said, this predator just said, and Butterface, I heard you. This predator just said he wants another chance, he won't do it again, but he's done it multiple times. He's done it multiple times. He's probably on his 4th or 5th chance at this point. It is fucking pathetic that he got even this much of a voice for his disgusting actions because it was content to Keemstar.
Happen again. I'm getting help for my problems. I know you have problems too. We all have problems, and I'm just fucking genuinely sorry if I made you, which I did make you feel very uncomfortable. I'm sorry, and even if I'm gone after this, I'll still be sorry. So, yeah.
I know I'm stating the obvious, but he's not sorry. He's sorry he got caught once again.
Is Iceman even playing?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Iceman.
And that's Amberlynn once again seeing what Iceman is doing, why he's not playing the game with them. It's bad enough that this predator is up there with them. Is he not playing the game? Why is he not involved in this? Bitch, why are you up there with a whole fucking predator? Maybe she's comfortable up there with a predator because Amberlynn Reid is one herself. I guess it tracks.
Are you playing the game?
I was told that I don't have to.
20 seconds.
Who the hell told you that?
Players need to name their character.
One's in the chat if you want me to kick Iceman.
Who told you that? You tell me right
two
now.
for no. One for someone said I could commentate it.
We should bring Iceman back.
Iceman, get back. He should be in waiting gym, and I checked. He let him go to sleep.
He talks so much.
No, but we can mute him, but he got to sit on the screen.
Now that's a punishment. He needs to be punished for his wrongdoings.
I talked to Beans, asking her if she would come up to the show, and she said, I'm not really comfortable with it. I left the server about a week ago originally because I've been dealing with some mental health stuff.
Steak is reading off a message from one of the victims. I want to run it back a few seconds because she doesn't want anything to do with what they're doing currently on lolcowlive. She essentially just wants her peace, and she actually recently left the Discord.
That's a punishment. He needs to be punished for his wrongdoings.
I talked to Beans, asking her if she would come up to the show, and she said, I'm not really comfortable with it. I left the server about a week ago originally because I've been dealing with some mental health stuff, and I've never wanted to be up on a show. I'm sorry, I know it'd help you guys right now, but I can't bring myself to do it.
Totally fine. She does not have to come up here.
Thank you for responding,
Totally
Kat.
fine.
Love you too.
Then how do I sort that out with her?
And just to add a bit of clarity, when I was watching this in real time, a lot of people thought the Beans that they were referring to was a former host, but apparently the Beans that they're referring to is actually a viewer. So that's one message where Beans is like, I'd rather not. I'd rather not. Because Beans is probably watching in real time what's happening with Butterface. So Beans is seeing what's happening with one victim. Why would she expect anything different? Why would she expect any respect? Obviously not from Iceman, and damn sure not from Keemstar. Or any of the other hoes that he got sitting on that fucking panel. To all the men that's up there, you're fucking clowns. I get it. This economy's bad. And a lot of the hosts, they do make some decent money in the LCU, but at what cost? And some of these men are fucking fathers.
Well, you have a platform right now. She's obviously watching. So we're just going to give the microphone over to you. And again, Butterface has saved you and forgiven you. It's on Beans right now. Figure it the fuck out. Be a man. Honestly,
I'm really sorry for what I did, Beans.
Time out. I got to go piss. I don't really care what you say. It's up to Beans.
I've got
Steak
a
will tell us
response.
whether or not.
I already have her response. She's already responded.
Yeah, me too.
What'd she say?
Another response. And listen to this specifically because this victim says she didn't want to turn this into content. Listen to what Steak says. He's reading off her message.
She say?
Oh gosh, I didn't.
Just know he is not forgiven. It's not going to happen. I don't care what he has to say. He made me uncomfortable. And then yesterday tried to say it was out of context and that I needed to clarify it. It's not happening. Victim blamer for real.
No, the out of no.
Ooh,
Well,
you are fucked.
So you were forcing the victim to provide evidence that you didn't do what they had evidence of? I've shown the evidence.
Can I show the DMs?
That's a Keem question.
You showed one screenshot.
I've shown like 6 screenshots. Boogie, how many screenshots have I sent you of this degeneracy?
Oh, yeah. She sent me about 20
several.
tonight. I seen the context. The context sucks.
I would never accuse somebody of some shit in this network that I didn't already fucking know, Iceman. When I told you I was going to expose you, you thought that was just a story narrative. No, you were in these girls' DMs.
Oh, I'm fucked.
I asked her if maybe Bruggs could come up and talk about this, and she said she can't. I really just want all this to be over. Bruggs knows I never wanted this to be content. I never wanted this to be a thing.
Come on.
I just want justice for everyone it's happened to. I'm the only
Everyone
one.
it's happened to.
I'm the only one who spoke up. You won't even let her speak through me? That's why she didn't come up here, dude. Come on, bro.
She never wants to come up on
She
shows.
doesn't want
but I'm
justice for
trying to-
herself. She doesn't want it to happen to more people in the Discord.
This victim is saying she doesn't, she spoke up. She doesn't want this behavior to continue. She wants the Discord to stay safe. And where does Keemstar leave Iceman? Not only in the LCU, but in that same Discord.
Iceman, I'm going to do 2 things right now. All right. I'm going to remove your host role. I'm going to remove you off this show. But I'm not going to remove you from the Discord.
Keemstar, the owner of the LCU, is firing this man after 2 hours of dragging this out, but says, I'm going to leave you in the Discord. The same Discord that he was sexually harassing all these women. How does that make any fucking sense? He goes on to explain it. One moment. Thank you so much for the support, for always being fair and advocating for humanity. This is how to be queens and kings. I appreciate you, boo. I appreciate you. Zebracorn, thank you so much. Just a thank you for saying exactly what needs to be said. Yeah. And for any creators out there, I know Keemstar likes to, point out how connected he is and shit. Keemstar's not invincible. You can criticize him. And I know with everything that just happened with Salty Crab, it can seem a bit intimidating, but I want to point out again, it was due to the words spoken from the LCU. YouTube got her, and for some reason, the LCU is still standing. Tighten up with the editing, but their behavior should be called out. Amberlynn made herself comfortable there, and I'm going to clock their behavior, because when she waddles her ass back to her main platform, I will have every contradicting clip, event ready to go. For those who've been following me for a while, it takes a lot to clip and save a lot of receipts, but trust me, I do it for a reason. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you an example. I show this from time to time just because, like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't think people realize how much I save clips and why I always have receipts ready. I just want to show you. This is just from the LCU. I have one for Amberlynn separately, and I have some for the LCU. I want to show you. Let me see. Give me one sec. I want to see. Okay, yeah. So this folder here is titled February LCU 26. This is how thorough I am with my receipts. And this is just for the LCU. So when I have clips, this is the reason why. I try to be very thorough with my clips. And when it comes to, for example, when it comes to like Amber, let me show you hers. So when I say I got receipts, never let me lock. I'm the wrong bitch to lock in when it comes to content, your online content, because when I get focused, I get focused. Let me show you Amber's. Hold on. This is Amber's, and this is just for February. This is Amber's here from Local Bus. And the 6 hour one, I mean the one on the 8th, obviously it needed its own folder because there was a lot of clips I got from there. But just to give you an idea, yes, I do my own editing. I clip, I'm thorough. There's a reason my content looks different from a lot of people in this space. It takes a lot of time. That's why I always appreciate the support, and I appreciate the people who show up. So when it's me and I say I'm not scared of nobody, I could back up the shit that I'm saying, the claims that I'm saying, the opinions that I have. It's me. So just want to remind everybody and just show you. Let's get back into it.
Because tomorrow we are going to gather evidence. And on Sunday's stream, we're going to revisit all this and see exactly what you did. And I want you to at least have a microphone to defend yourself.
So how did Keemstar squeeze more content out of this predator sexually harassing viewers? He wanted to hold a court case. He did it the following day. I didn't watch a good amount of it, but I made sure to download it, obviously. But Keemstar wanted him to have a space, a whole nother live stream for him to defend himself and make content out of it. That's who Keemstar is. A disgusting, disgusting piece of shit. Ms. Amy, thank you so much for 7 months. I DM'd you on Instagram about Discord on Wednesday. I don't have Twitter. Have a look when you can, please. Thank you for that, because I don't check Instagram as much, but I'll check after this stream. Thank you, boo. RJ writes things. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Gold Cluster. Let's get back into it.
Okay.
What?
Iceman ask Amber about her love life. I'm not that interested in it.
Hey, True Love has 4 pod. How's Sadie doing? Where is Sadie?
I'm not interested in you.
I'm not. I don't mean as an offense.
It's okay, buddy.
I didn't mean any offense by it, Amber. I just I already know about
It's the second
the relationship,
half, which means
so
it's time for the tag team.
Oh, okay.
Each matchup
That
will
makes
include
sense.
Let's get into since Ron is present, and you have this shocked face, Ron. I hope you're just as shocked when your co-host draws some blackface. Since you're here and present, go ahead, Ron. Let's take a look at your stream. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, the gentleman at the bottom with the glasses is this person here. Life with Ron. Go ahead. Let's take it away. This is your segment, honey.
They're flying team kids. Only
Orange soda. That's a good drawing of Keem.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Mine was the ice cube for Iceman.
That's crazy.
Was it?
Ah! Who did that?
Slackers.
Wait, Ron, is that funny to you? Hold on. Who did that? Wait. Who drew this blackface? Do you see that? It says Blackie Lynn, and that's blackface. Ron, that's racist. I could understand being shocked, not realizing that would happen, but I want to tell you, racism isn't funny, bigotry isn't funny. You found it funny though. Maybe because it doesn't have a direct impact on you. But let's continue. Maybe Ron says something right after that laugh. Maybe it was something just uncomfortable, just quickly laughed because he didn't know what to say. Maybe Ron goes on to shut it down. Hold on, Ron, you sit tight. Let me show the viewers.
What happened?
That is not okay.
Why?
Evenly matched.
I do
What
not
did I do
condone
this
it.
time?
We don't condone.
I'm the one who drew it.
So Amberlynn goes on to say, I do not condone. Bitch, you're still up there. You condone a predator. You condone racism. That's the reason she's still in the fucking LCU. And Ron just keeps laughing and just parrots what she says. I do not condone. Because it's so funny, right? It's so funny. And the bottom with the pink and white headset, that's Thick Gemini. He was in here earlier. And Thick Gemini is the one who drew that creation. Thick Gemini was so proud to draw Blackie Lynn because Amberlynn has said in the past, even though she has been highly criticized for even saying it. But Thick Gemini wanted to give you a drawn out illustration.
Hey,
Ready.
We're gonna find out, right?
it's me.
We're gonna find out.
It's
I bet it was
me.
you.
Gross.
You did that?
Mm-hmm.
The trainers
Gemini,
have a
you
decision
not
to make.
What? It's Blackie Lynn.
Please, just put it out of the
You can't do that. Oh my god.
You literally
Gemini,
made
was it really
someone
you?
who was black as well.
Who was it? Who was it? I didn't tell because you didn't win. You're lucky. You're lucky.
Cancel Gemini. Cancel.
Gemini.
You're the one who said it. I just made a picture based off of your
Here are
words.
the next two fighters.
Stupid.
Why do you have a McDonald's bag on your ass?
Who drew that? Hell no.
What the fuck? That looks like me.
Bitch.
That low-key looks like me.
And they just move on to the next illustration where, a McDonald's bag is sitting on Amberlynn's shelf booty. Whole blackface right there. Ron, the one who was just in chat, laughing it up. Like, Amberlynn doesn't condone. But yet, they're all there. Right there. Got a predator on panel, racist on panel. It's very, very, very interesting to me. Very interesting, but expected for the LCU, sadly. Just Jamie, thank you. Amber will be okay with anything these people do because they validate her. Just like now, she won't even ditch Tommy. The desperation is off the charts. Thank you, Just Jamie. Not just that, but Amberlynn, I think somewhere believed because she's around a lot of these people that have a lot of problematic behavior, she'd be able to just hide in that. Because even the other day, Amberlynn said something, and I'm paraphrasing, like, I'm not even that interested in you have racists, you have this, you have that. Why am I such a big topic? Amberlynn truly thought she wouldn't get criticized as much being in the community of the LCU. Because there are a lot of problematic people there. And she doesn't understand why there's now a channel pretty much dedicated to her, Chantel, as of today now Rosie, just like the haters that she's been complaining about all year, for years. I want to play another clip that Snow Bear tagged me on Twitter about. And I want you to take a listen to this. Keep in mind, I'm not familiar with all the hosts. I know Billy the Fridge, and he's actually, from my understanding, helping host lolcow bus tonight, and I'm familiar with Zay. The other gentleman I'm not familiar with, but from my understanding, he might be famous. Please don't throw tomatoes. I don't know all genres of music. I don't know all famous people, but from my understanding, this man might actually be famous. But if I got that wrong, you can correct me. But I want you to listen to this. This conversation is about Keemstar and how Keemstar has had interest in like hosting Rewind himself, but he's pretty busy. And the gentleman asks, like, what is he busy doing? Billy the Fridge goes on to answer. And the gentleman says something that caught my attention. I was just like, huh? Listen to this.
He was thinking of nuking and recasting Rewind. Thoughts?
Yeah, he said he might want to be the new host of Rewind if he had more time. Keemstar's always said he would do a really good Rewind though.
If he has more time, what the fuck's he do all day?
I'll tell you what he does. He deals with everybody here, and then he has like 4 or 5 more businesses. I'm not
asking. I don't know. I'm not accusing.
And I think he's got like a really big property, and he.
Pay attention right here. Billy the Fridge goes on to explain that Keemstar has a really big property, so he has to take a lot of time to probably, take care of that. Listen to what the man at the bottom responds.
He's got like a golf cart, like a cart that he drives around the property. Like that's
doesn't he have a bunch of black people to take care of it? I assume that was Keemstar, right?
That's not Keemstar, no.
Let's run that back just a few seconds. Let's run that back.
Doesn't he have a bunch of black people to take care of it? I assume that was Keemstar, right?
That's not Keemstar, no.
Billy just pointed out a lot of the things that make Keemstar busy. He has multiple businesses. He has a big home. It's so big, he has to drive a golf cart around. So obviously taking care of that home takes a lot of his time. And this man just asked, doesn't he have a whole bunch of black people taking care of his property? Huh? What? Can you further explain, like elaborate a bit on what you meant by that? That's the LCU. That is the LCU. And I did listen further, and I understand tackling these things can be intimidating. I wonder if any of the other hosts said anything to him privately about that comment. I wonder. I doubt it. Mercury, thank you so much for the support. It's like if K. Diddy was intentionally making a collection of humanity's worst traits to capitalize off of it. You can't have self-respect, self-esteem, or any of those things when you are to work for someone like Keemstar. Not a chance in hell. He doesn't want that. He wants to collect the worst of the worst because he knows the worst of the worst may be desperate enough to make sure that he makes a huge bag off of them. Sadly. But y'all, that is it for tonight. Actually, didn't go as long as I thought, but I'm grateful you guys checked in with me. I'll be back within the next couple of days. I'm gonna check out to see what happens tonight. But I did want to cover some of what happened last night with some of the scooter discussion. But if I could sum up this live stream, the LCU is full of dangerous people. And Amberlynn Reid is very comfortable working alongside those dangerous people. The same Amberlynn Reid that has criticized and complained about a lot of creators in this space ended up joining a community, a company with some of the worst degenerates on YouTube. But here we are. Thank you again. If you liked anything about this live stream in any way, as disgusting as it was, please consider leaving the stream a like. It does support my channel, my content. Thank you again. As I showed earlier, I do try my best to bring and put together good content for y'all. So any form of support is appreciated. The likes are absolutely appreciated. And please consider leaving a comment with your thoughts when the live stream ends. Thank you for your time. I'll see you on the next one.
Guys, you guys, look at my face. Is that what I'm gonna look like when I'm older and like fucking? Oh my god, that was weird. Anyway, group therapy session needed ASAP. Yeah. Is that the dumbest thing I've ever said? Probably. All right. Like, do you guys hear that? I'm not wearing pants. Anyways, let's keep going. Can you throw it back? Hell yeah, I can. Fucking lie. Fucking lie. Fucking lie. I could never. I know you're watching. Hi. I only have 5 thumbs up. I am kind of depressed about it. Can I have 10 thumbs up?